Welcome to the Freak Show. Welcome to my review for episode 1 of American Horror Story Cult.
Do you ever feel alone?
Okay, fans. So this was the first episode of American Horror Story, which the episode was titled Election Night, and it was written by Ryan and Brad, and it was directed by Bradley Bucker. Now, the episode opens with a Trump and a Hillary montage, showing where Trump is elected president. But in the montage, it kind of takes you through the ups and downs, a little bit of their presidency, of their campaigning and things that they have said. Now, Kai, from a lot of us, we get that he's happy because a lot of things are going to be going on due to the fact that Trump has been elected. He is happy and he basically crumbles up cheesy poofs in a blender and he puts them all over his face. And Allie and Ivy are having a watch party at their house. And we learn that Allie has many anxieties, many anxieties. I feel so bad for this poor woman, and so many other phobias. Now, we meet Billie Lourd, who plays Winter. She's got to be Kai's sister because she's in a bedroom and she's on the phone and she's talking to a girlfriend about how shocked they are that Hillary didn't win. She talks about how she dropped out of Vassar, spent a year of her life campaigning. And Evan comes in, but before she does, her friend says something about her self-harming. So we know that Winter does have a history of self-harming. Now, after the opening credits, we get a couple making out in the woods, and the guy is telling his girlfriend the story of Twisty. It's very brief, but then Twisty appears, and it's really cool. He kills the boyfriend, and then he chases the girlfriend, and he chases her into his bus. Now, his bus, so much has overgrown in it. So you can tell that obviously some time has passed from Freak Show to when this is actually taking place. Now, she hides in the bus and she makes the mistake of calling 911. Well, I mean, it's not a mistake, but she calls 911 and it's a very loud phone call. Twisty hears her and he kills her. Now, as the story draws out, we see that this is a story from Twisty's comic book. Allie is coming to check on her son, Ozzy, who is reading the comic. Allie is Sarah Paulson. And when she takes the comic book from him, she has this anxiety attack about seeing the clown, which was a really great thing. You get a scene between Allie and Ivy and little Oz feeling bad about setting off his mom's anxiety. So afterwards, we get a great speech from Kai. He is in front of the city council, and he gives a great speech on they're voting on something called 73-52. Normally, if it's like a House bill, Senate bill, something like that, it'll be marked HB, SB, something like that. So the fact that it doesn't have letters in front of the bill, I can't tell you really where it is and what it's for. But Kai gets in front of the committee, and he tells the committee members that they should let chaos rule the streets in order to get the people to do what they want. The council people tell him he's nuts, and so he leaves and says something that a humiliated man is like a dangerous man or something like that. So we see now that Kai has been humiliated and it should be considered as dangerous. So next, Allie is at her psychiatrist, who is Cheyenne Jackson. Her anxiety triggered all of her phobias. So all of her phobias have always been silent. Now that Trump has won, it has triggered everything that she used to be afraid of. And we hear from Allie that when she met Ivy, she wanted to prove to Ivy that she was a person worth marrying. So she dug all of her anxieties and phobias away. And unfortunately, now they've come out. So Allie has a fear of clowns, a fear of little small holes. She is afraid of small spaces. She's afraid of blood. And about the holes is that she finds them repulsive. So it's nothing like an actual fear of the holes. It's just that she finds them disgusting. So Allie also says to her psychiatrist that she was in 9/11 in her apartment. She couldn't leave afterwards. She was so afraid. And he prescribes her a sedative after she gets so worked up during their session. Now, moving on, Allie goes to the grocery store. And it's really cool because Chaz Bono is the cashier. And he is a Trump supporter. So she comes in and she's talking bad mouth about Trump. And he puts on his red hat that says, "Make America Great Again." So we unknowingly go on a grocery shopping spree with Allie to a store that specializes in clown sex. Clown sex and ripe produce, so to speak. So basically, Allie is the only person in this grocery store, and she's being terrorized by these clowns inside the store, which no one else saw. And I have to say, the masks, especially the one of the guy like on the scooter that had a face right here, and right here. So it was like a three-sided mask. That was a really great thing. I really hope they sell those this Halloween and make a little profit off of American Horror Story. So guys, there was one part where Allie made it to her car after the grocery store, and she started to call Ivy, letting her know that she's being attacked by the clowns. And it's really awesome that this clown emerged from the darkness of the back seat of her car. I mean, it was a really awesome, great little scary scene. I really liked it. So, unfortunately, Allie hits the accelerator and she head first her car into a pylon in the grocery store parking lot. But nobody saw anything and she's okay. Nobody saw the clowns. She was the only person there and she was like destroying the store by herself. That's what the cashier said. So later, Allie and Ivy are in their restaurant, the Butchery on Main. We learn that they are a couple, really, who doesn't have a physical intimacy. They are really missing that. The marriage seems to be a strain on Ivy. That seems that Ivy is really doing a lot. Picking up a lot of stuff for Allie. Allie promises her wife to refocus on life and get a new nanny for their son. So again, Allie and Ivy are married and Oz is their child. Now, the shirt that Ivy is wearing at the dinner is strikingly familiar to the clown at the cashier's desk, which it was so, and especially the hair, to the blonde puff of hair on top. Looks so strikingly like her. Now, we also learn that Allie voted for somebody called Jill Stein. Perhaps she's meant to be Bernie, Bernie Sanders. So then Kai, comes out of nowhere when Allie and Ivy are walking on a street talking after they eat at the restaurant. And he throws his coffee latte on them. And he says, basically, "Here's your latte, bitch." Which I gotta absolutely say that Evan Peters absolutely wins the one-liner award this episode for the best one-liner. "Enjoy your latte, bitch." Kai, that was so awesome. All right, guys, #winter is here. Immediately after this scene, we see Winter. She applies for the nanny position with Allie and Ivy. During the interview, though, when Ivy and Allie are interviewing Winter, we get this flashback in Winter's mind about she sees Kai and they're in her room. They have their pinkies intertwined and they're so honest with each other. Winter is confessing to Kai the questions that he's asking her, like what does she fear? What's been the most painful experience? What's the most pleasurable? They are so honest with each other that, it's anal. Funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. So Winter admits that that the person who scares her the most is Kai. and she admits that to him. Now, next we see Kai instigate a fight between him and Hispanic gentleman. Kai basically pees inside of a condom, ties it off, and throws it at the guys and says a whole bunch of Hispanic racial slurs at them. So, of course, they're going to kick the shit out of him, which they do. So we find out that we don't know who Oz's father is, nor who carried him. Was it Allie or Ivy? And why is Winter even concerned about that? But she does quiz Oz about his parenting. And Winter takes Oz online to show him murder videos. I mean, seriously, what the fuck is up with that? Why would you take a little boy like that and show him those murder videos? She asked him if he had ever seen a dead body, and he says no. She says, do you want to? So she pulls up the online. Obviously, she's on YouTube if you want to see good murder videos, and shows them to him. She almost won the one-liner award when Winter said, I'll go get some cookies while you watch murder videos. I mean, she said something like that. So I'll go get you some cookies, something like that. While this poor little boy is watching murder videos. I mean, that in itself, based on the fact that that's what happened to Richard Ramirez when he was a young boy. He had a family member who showed him horrible, torturous rape videos and stuff like that. And that helped edge him towards the kind of person that he is, or that he was, excuse me. Hashtag, thank God he's dead. Okay, so then the clowns show up outside. It's so funny. They're in their little clown ice cream car with their little simple jingle. And Oz hears them and he goes to the window and he watches them. And him and Winter sneak across the street to where the clowns parked. And they watch the clowns murder this kid's next door neighbors, the Changs. We get, at this point though, afterwards, we get our first look at Billy Eichner as a detective. Allie and Ivy show up right as the police are there investigating the murder of the Changs. And that is when Oz informs them, hey, I saw it happen. But Winter says, no, he's making it all up. We didn't see anything. And then Ivy says, okay, he's got night terrors. He's just making it up. So later on, Allie is in her bed and she hears something. She turns over thinking it's her wife, Ivy, and it is a clown in her bed. Nice little drop off there. This was an amazing episode, guys. A really great first opener, and I cannot wait to see what else we're going to get this season. So far, I'm very intrigued. I really want to know what's going to happen. Winter has got to be my favorite character so far. Allie has got to be the most annoying. However, I really hope that her character is going to change soon for the better. So if you like the video, guys, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to click the bell notification so that way you are notified of when I go live and when I post a new video. Also, Beyond the Horror is every single Tuesday immediately following American Horror Story. Weekly Wednesday live streams for American Horror Story is every Wednesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. And Sundays belong to Evil. Behind the Evil, Ash vs. Evil Dead live streams are every single Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that is it for the video, guys. Please don't forget to leave your comments below so that way I can see what you thought of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.